Okay, so my nose. Damn it. Okay, so I am not 100% sure if I can actually do the loud music bit now because Bandicam's going to hear it. So, because of that, I have no idea if I'm talking loud enough because I'm wearing noise canceling headphones and I hate myself. So, no idea if I'm talking loud enough, but I'm talking almost right against the microphone. So, it should work out. I was considering reading Homestuck in Rocky Rickaby's voice. Rocky Rackaribs. I don't know how to say his last name. I've never heard his last name spoken. It might be Rickaby, might be Rackaby. No, it's not Rackaby. Hold on. Cats.com. Let's see, where is it? Yeah, here we go. So it's either Rocky Rickaby or Rocky Rickaby. I'm not sure. His name is Rourke according to his Aunt Nina. Or his Aunt Nina. However you want to say it. So, I was thinking of reading Homestuck like that. It's also a webcomic, so there's not really a voice, but I've been told by the author that my impression is pretty spot on. That is a thing that happened, and it was amazing. So, I don't know if I want to read Homestuck as Rocky, because Rocky was in like the 1940s, and this was in 2009, and it's currently 2016. So, that voice is all kinds of inappropriate for this era, no matter how you swing it. So I might just, read it normal, or read it with a British accent, or an Australian accent. No, it's too late at night to be able to do that the right way. Oh, this has been brought to you by the power of Marshmallow Mateys. They are pursuing my Marshmallow Mateys. Okay, so, a young man stands in his bedroom. It just so happens that today, the 13th of April 2009, it's which button do I push to? Yes, there we go. The 13th of April 2009 is this young man's birthday. Though it will be 13 years ago he was given life, it is only today that he will be given a name. What will the name of this young man be? Will his name be Zeus Smell Poop Lord? Apparently not. His name will be John Egbert. Let's examine the room, shall we? Let's see. Your name is John. As was previously mentioned, it is your birthday. A number of cakes... I guess I'm going to be reading it like this then. A number of cakes are scattered about your room. You have a variety of interests. You have a passion for really terrible movies. That's one of them right there, Ghostbusters 2. Con Air was actually pretty fucking amazing. That was a great movie. I don't even know what that is. Anyway. You like to program computers, but you are not very good at it. You have a fondness for paranormal lore, and you are an aspiring amateur magician. You also like to play games sometimes. What will you do? Let's retrieve the arms from the drawer. Your arms are in your magic chest, Poop Lord. I thought that was not going to be his name. Let's remove the cake from the magic chest. Out of sympathy for his perceived lack of arms, you pick up the cake for him and put it on his bed. Well, it's not a hat, so I guess it's not bad luck. Quickly retrieve arms from magic chest. You retrieve your fake arms from the chest. You use these for hilarious antics. You capture log them in your Silodex. You have no idea what that means, though. There are other items in the chest. Let's look at them. Let's see. In here you keep an array of humorous and mystical artifacts. Each one a devastating weapon in the hands of a skilled magician or a cunning prankster. You are neither of these things. Among the artifacts are 2 fake arms currently capture logged in your Silodex. 1 pair of trick handcuffs. 1 stunt sword. Where is my sword? I haven't seen it in a while. 1 magician's hat. One pair of Beagle Puss glasses. Those actually have a thing they're called? Huh. Several blood capsules. Oh, my bad. Several smoke pellets, then several blood capsules, and one copy of Colonel Sassacre's daunting text of magical frivolity and practical shapery. This, right here. The big colorful thing. And one copy of Harry Anderson's Wise Guy by Mike Cavaney. Is that a real thing? I wonder if that's a real thing. That looks like a person I know from school. If you don't look at it too hard. Some of this stuff may come in handy at some point. For now, you decide to just take the smoke pellets. Let's capture log the buggers. You stow the smoke pellets on one of your capture log cards. Should I turn this a little bit? Because that's a thing. Okay. In your Silodex. You still aren't totally sure what that means, but you are starting to get the hang of the vernacular at least. You have 2 capture log cards remaining. Da-da-da! I'm pretty sure I don't have this set to show my mouse arrow moving around, so I keep pointing at things with the mouse, and y'all probably can't even see that shit happening. But anyway, equip the fake arms. You aren't totally sure if equip is a verb capacitic tech. I'm not going to Google that right now. Copacetic, with the abstract behavioral medium and... I can't read for shit right now. Medium in which you dwell, but you give it a try anyway. Unfortunately, you cannot access the fake arms. Their card is underneath the one you just used to capture log the smoke pellets. You will have to use the pellets first in order to access the arms. Can I read this without my glasses? Because my glasses are probably doing the anime thing. Nope. Let's put those back on. You will have to use the pellets first in order to access the arms. But this is probably unadvisable since you just make your room lousy with smoke. Your Silodex's fetch modus is currently dictated by the logic of a stack data structure. You were never all that great with data structures, and you find the concept puzzling and mildly irritating. But with any hope, perhaps you will advance new, more practical fetch modi for your Silodex with a little more experience. Now let's look at this problem sleuth poster. Yeah, that's some good shit. Is it even possible to get any more hard-boiled than that? Well, you know, eggs. But you really doubt it. This poster was one of your wisest purchases, and here's a link right here to actually go buy the fucking thing. I'm not clicking it. This is a nice spot on the wall next to it. You've been meaning to hang another poster there soon. Like that one of Rocky Rickaby. Let's read the note on the drawer. Happy birthday, son. I am so proud of you. This note is rich with the aromas of fatherly aftershaves and colognes. Beside the note is a rolled-up poster. Take the poster. Another birthday artifact. You wonder what is printed on the poster. You'll need some way to hang it on your wall. Let's acquire a hammer and some nails. You place the hammer and the Silodex, but now all of your capture log cards are full. You wonder what will happen if you try to take the nails. You guess it doesn't hurt to try. You capture log 4 nails into the top card and push all the artifacts down a card. The fake arms are pushed entirely out of the deck. Oh well, they're probably completely useless anyway, but... I'm sorry, I just had to flash forward to the rest of the comic. But you probably don't want to do that again unless you want to drop the smoke pellets and suffer the consequences! In any case, you now feel like you have gathered enough things to get down to business and defeat the Huns. I mean, do some really important stuff. The next thing you will do will probably be exceptionally meaningful. Maybe I can read this without my glasses. I'm not Gendo Ikari. I just gotta give it a minute so I can see. There we go. Okay, apparently we will not be squawking like an imbecile and shitting on our desk. And yet the polished surface of the desk, it beckons. Combine the nails and hammer. You merge the top 2 cards. The hammer and nails are now capture logged on the same card and can be used together. You use the hammer and nails card in conjunction with the card beneath it. It's a poster from Little Monsters. It is glorious, exactly what you wanted. The old man really came through this time. I've never seen that movie, but this comic has made me afraid of it. Examine the Con Air poster. Put the bunny back in the box. I said put the bunny back in the box! Why couldn't you put the bunny back in the box? Forgot about that. Oh, hey look, John Cusack. Examine... Oh, that's what that was. Morgan Freeman's genteel homespun mannerisms were perfect qualities for a president residing over a crisis. Oceans rise, cities fall, hope survives. Wow. Films about impending apocalypse fascinate you, right? Plus a black president? Now you've seen everything. What year did that happen? Obama. That's not what I was looking for, internet. Here we go. Okay, so that happened 3 months before this comic. That's why they made that joke. You've marked your birthday, the 13th of April. Another day you marked was supposed to be the arrival for the highly touted Esper beta launch. It's been 3 days already. It's starting to become a sore subject with you. Why is... What? Hold the fuck up. What? Wait. What the fuck is this? Ah! What? 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 What is this? It's... What? It's more advanced than normal Homestuck. When did this page happen? That did not help at all. Anyway, where did that go? Anyway, let's eat the cake. You're sick to death of cake. You've been eating it all day, and you have no intention of clogging your Silodex with it either. The cake stays put for now. You hear a notice coming from your computer. Someone is messaging you. Hey, that's kind of the sound I just made. You pull up to your computer. This is where you spend most of your time. It is. You decorated your desktop with some rather handsome wallpaper which you made yourself. You are really proud of it. Wait. Sorry, more flash forwards. Your desktop is also littered with various programming project files. You are so bad at programming, sometimes you wonder why you even bother with it. Your PesterChum application is flashing. Someone is trying to get in touch with you. Only one of your chums is logged in. He sent you a message. Let's open it. It's loading really fast. Okay. Turn-Tech Godhead began pestering ectobiologists at 6:13. Oh, excuse me, 16:13. Isn't... Hey, so what's... Should I do voices for these people? You don't even know who he is yet. Listen to the stubble while I think. That's enough of that. Hey, so what sort of insane loot did you rake in today? I got a Little Monsters poster. It's so awesome. I'm going to watch it again today. The apple juice scene was so funny. Oh hell, that is such a coincidence. I just found an unopened container of apple juice in my closet. It's like it's fucking Christmas up in here. Okay, that's fine, but I just have one question and then a word of caution. Have you ever seen a movie called Little Monsters starring Howie Mandel and Fred Savage? But the seal on the bottle is unbroken. Are you suggesting someone put piss in my apple juice at the factory? All I'm saying is, don't you think Monster Howie Mandel has the power to do something as simple as reseal a bottle? Try using your brain, numbnuts. Why did the fat kid or whoever drank it know what piss tasted like? I mean, his reaction was nigh instantaneous. It was the 15th day in a row Howie Mandel peed in his juice. Okay, I can accept that. Monster B-list celebrity douchebags are cunning and persistent pranksters. Pranksters? Also, Fred Savage has a really punchable face, but who cares about this? Let's stop talking about it. Did you get the beta yet? No. Did you? Man, I got 2 copies already, but I don't care. I'm not going to play it or anything. The game sounds boring. Did you see how it got slammed in Game Bro? Game Bro was a joke and we both know it. Yeah. Why didn't you go check your mail? Maybe it's there now. Alright. I made Dave sound so much happier than he is. But y'all don't know that yet. The fuck is this? Mac and me? Or does it say Mac? Does it... What the fuck is that? You see the view of your yard from the window. Hanging from the tree is your tire swing! In a kid's yard, a tree without a tire swing is like a proper gentleman without a monocle. That is to say, he can hardly be considered a terrible proper gentleman at all. And there beside your driveway is the mailbox. The little red arm swingy dealy thing or whatever it's called is flipped up. What the hell's that thing called anyway? You do not have time for these semantics. The red flippy lever thing means you have new mail. Remember when AOL used to do that shit? Good times. And that means the beta might be here. You're about to hurry down the stairs when you hear a car pull into the driveway. It looks like your dad has returned from the grocery store. Oh great, he's beating you to the mail. If you go downstairs to get it, he will likely monopolize hours of your time. You decide to chill out up here for a while until the dust settles. Sometimes you feel like you are trapped in this room. Stuck, if you will, in a sense which possibly borders on the titular. Title? And now your chum is pestering you again. The clockwork of friendship turns ceaselessly, operating the swing lever dealies of harassment in perpetuity. Whatever, the dude can just hold his damn horses. Oh, it's loading. You've put countless man-hours into this assortment of quality titles. Let's see what we got here. Bard Quest? The Caper Havers? Problem Sleuth. And it don't stop. Oh, there's other stuff. Ghostbusters to MMORPG. Little Monsters. Damn it, Konami, why you do this? And Harry Anderson, call my bluff. No. Let's see. You decide to consult with the Colonel's bottomless wisdom. Good grief, this thing is huge. It could kill a cat if you dropped it. But to really dig into this hefty book, you will have to capture log it. You're not sure you're ready to log jam your other artifacts beneath it just yet. Let's capture log those arms. What did you just say? You don't want to clog up. Oh, Jesus. In a momentary lapse of concentration, you accidentally capture log the arms again. Set Pester Chum Chalice to bully. You don't think the situation is quite dire enough to go all the way to Rancors, but you still feel the Pester Chum client should reflect your mood change in some way. Bully will have to do, you guess. This unsurprisingly does nothing whatsoever. Oh right, you forgot your chum is still pestering you. I remember when I first read this comic, what was it, 3 years? 4 now? However the fuck many years it's been, I didn't know Rancor was actually a word yet, so I thought that he was just gonna make his state of mood be the giant monster things from Star Wars. I was also addled by college. Let's answer the chum! Is it there? Please say yes. Maybe you can play it with TT. She's been pestering me all day about it. She's macking on me so hard all the time I start to feel embarrassed for her. I mean, not that I can blame her or anything. Yes, it is understandable because you are really attractive. I am attracted to you. Thank you. JK, haha. No, I don't have it yet. My dad has the mail and I guess I have to go get it from him and see if it's there. I've been busy spending all afternoon shitting around with my stupid Sylladex. It's so frustrating. What's your modus? What? How do you retrieve artifacts from it? Oh, like one at a time, I guess, and if I put too much in, something falls out. Stack? What's yours? Hash map. My bro taught me a few tricks. He basically knows everything and is awesome. The hell is that? You should probably brush up on your data structures, I guess. Did you at least allocate your strife specimens? No. It could free up a card for you. Plus let you stack stuff whenever things get too hot to handle, which is never. What have you got? Well, I've got a hammer, but it's trapped under some arms. Wow, you really suck at this, don't you? Just get rid of the arms and then allocate the hammer to the specimens. How? I don't know, just use the arms on any old thing and see if it works. You stick the fake arms in the cake on your bed. This definitely makes the cake at least 300% more hilarious. You're sure Colonel Sassacre would know the precise index of elevated hilarity. Okay? What the fuck? Pizza? Batkind. Ice Pick Kind. Golf Club Kind. Hammerkind. You check out the back of your stripe specimens for the kind abstratus you have in mind for it. Select hammer. Your stripe specimens has been allocated with the Hammerkind abstratus. The hammer has been moved from your capture log deck to your strife deck. Okay, I did it. Hammerkin? Yeah. Okay, that will be the permanent allocation for your specimens. I guess I should have mentioned that. Hope you like hammers, dude! Yeah, that's fine, I guess. I can't imagine it's going to be all that relevant. Now that you've got some space in your Sylladex to work with, you figure you might as well start squandering it immediately. Ordinarily, this ridiculous book would be too heavy to carry around in any practical way. You guess maybe this is one respect in which the cards present some convenience. Game, bro! Why, the game of the year, whatever, isn't as good as some other stuff I like that's better. Do I want to read this? I don't think I want to read this. So, okay, S-Burb is this game that a lot of cats seem hella pumped for. And this beta is sitting on my desk for review, so I'm like, yeah, man, I'll write something. But I don't know, I'm like, so this is about houses or some noise? That's fine, I'm sure that's a lot of fucking dynamite in a handbag for some broses, but all I'm saying is when do you get to thrash anything? While you're playing house or some shit, are you ever in jeopardy of getting mud on your doll's dress or whatever from busting out, and I quote, the mad stunts all wicked up-ins? Know what I'm saying, bro Yama? Bro Yama? I didn't actually play this game, but I gave it 1 out of 5 hats. 1.5 hats out of 5, you stupid motherfucker. To keep it real. At this point, I'd like to give a shout out to my boy Dennis, who was over the other day. We were about to chill in front of the Dark Knight, and he was so psyched of it, y'all. So this one time, he was leaning against the screen door, and the shit popped open, and the back deck was wet, and he slipped down the steps and broke his thumb on the lawn. It wasn't a long fall, but hey, I guess a thumb bone wasn't made for supporting the brunt of a huge useless tool against wet grass. We never did watch Dark Knight on account of Ron trucking his ball and candy ass Girth to the hospital. But it's cool, I still got another watch in me, Brotel Rwanda. Why did I do that? It might come in handy if you ever need something that burns easily. Damn right. Okay, capture log Magician's Hat. You expend your final card on the Magician's Hat. Get the funny glasses too! You don't have a free card in your Silodex, however you are able to merge the Beagle Plus with the Magician's Hat to create a clever disguise. I don't know why that goes to Google, but I'm not clicking it. John? Who is this John you speak of? You are quite certain there has never been, nor ever will be. Yeah, this is a really shitty disguise. While you are wearing the items, they remain on the card, but it is temporarily removed from the deck, thus freeing up the cards beneath it. You exit into the hallway. On one wall hangs a picture of a fella who sure knows how to have a laugh. A man after your own heart. You always thought he looked a lot like Michael Cera, but your dad swears on the many hallowed tombs of Egypt that it's not. You're not sure about that, though. On the other wall is one of your dad's stupid clowns, or harlequins, as he is quick to correct anyone who would venture to such brazen assumption. Go downstairs. Oh god, the clowns. Clowns! The accursed odor of fresh baking wafts into your newfound nostrils. Something is brewing in the kitchen. It must be the connivings of your arch-nemesis Betty Crocker, and the rich buttery aroma of her plot stinks to high heaven. This mission is going to be more difficult than you imagined. Hey look! Shitty fire gif. Yeah, look at that. Admire the harlequins. You check out the shelves of fanciful harlequins. Look at this fucking garbage, you hate this stuff. Funny is funny, but your dad sure can be a real cornball. Sometimes at night you pray for burglars. She ain't got no pupils! Examine a bright orange flame flickers in the fireplace. It doesn't matter that it's April and not terribly chilly outside. In a home, a fireplace needs fire, because that's what fireplace is for. A fire belongs in a fireplace, damn it! Capture, pusher, gorgly, at all times without exception. As domestic myth of unaccountable origin holds, a home borrows the spirit of the flame for as long as it makes a guest of it, much as the moon takes liberty with the sun's rays. The moon's an errant thief, and her pale fire she snatches from the sun. Mark Twain. You're almost certain Mark Twain said that. Let's toss Gamebro into the fires of Mount Doom! There he bro again. It doesn't burn as quickly as you hoped. Each Gamebro magazine is guaranteed to be printed on 40% recycled asbestos. For big ups to Mother Earth, yo. You examine the sacred urn containing your wait. I always thought that was talking about the cremation of the magazine. That makes so much more sense now. You examine the sacred urn containing your departed Nana's ashes. When your father gives her portrait a wistful glance now and then, you can tell it brings back painful memories. A tall bookshelf, a ladder, and unabridged Colonel Sassiter's. He never wants to talk about it. I'm gonna have to remember that. Topple urn. You clumsily mishandle the sacred urn. Ashes everywhere. In retrospect, upon mulling cinematic tropes regarding ash-filled urns, this outcome was a virtual certainty. You'd probably better clean it up before Dad finds it. Combine father's pipe with clever disguise. You think now would be a good time to beef up your clever disguise. Let's look at that box. What's in the box? Champ, you can do anything if you put your mind to it. I believe in you. But you need to believe in the me who believes in you! Row, fight the power! Anyway, contemplating what could be inside this package is sort of exciting, but it makes you a little nervous at the same time. Open the box? Oh, hell no! First you prop the Harlequin doll up on the couch. Having it in the middle of the floor sprawled out all akimbo like that struck you as unseemly. You capture log the ashes to your available card. You merge the sacred urn with the ashes. Most of the ashes back in the urn, but it's a total mess. Just like Suicide Squad. Oh shit! Really, it probably would have been tidier if you had just used a broom and dustpan. No one will be the wiser. Except for maybe people with eyes. Go get fake arms again. You just got another brilliant idea for something to do with those pointless arms. You pry them out of the cake and captchalogue them. Looks like Pastor Chum is acting up again. Let's examine the rest of your walls. Let's see. Face Off, Armageddon, Ghost Dad, A Time to Kill, Failure to Launch. Oh, I forgot he likes Matthew McConaughey. Or like Matthew McConaughey, get the fuck out of my house! Let's see, let's check the Pastor Chum. There's Slimer. It's Tentacle Therapist. Yeah, that's how it's pronounced. I understand you have recently come into possession of the beta release of the Game of the Year, as featured in respectable periodicals such as Game Girl magazine. That's an ugly rumor. Whoever told you that is a filthy liar, and you should probably stop hitting on him all the time or whatever. I can't control myself. I must have a weakness for insufferable pricks. Anyway, I still haven't checked the mail. My dad has it. I'm trying to go get it from him, so burp. John. What? You're wearing one of your disguises now, aren't you? You are typing to me right now while wearing something ridiculous. No, why would you even think that? That's so stupid. Okay. Why don't you go get the game from your father? Alright, wish me luck. Oh, by the way, JK, I was totally wearing a funny disguise this whole time. Gotcha! I know, John. You can now execute that brilliant idea you had. There should be just enough frosting on the fake arms to serve as an adequate adhesive. Does frosting do that? You don't care what Colonel Sassacre says. This makes it at least 1,000,000% funnier. I'm not going to do the thing. I don't even... Yeah. Inspect burnt paper on the floor. Broblerone! You put this back in the fire where it belongs. Let's throw the other paper in the fire. As long as you're cleaning up. Captchalogue doll. You can carry hefty items, but that finger's just way too big. Get real. Besides, you don't even want it, you ungrateful bastard. I'm not gonna read that. I'm not sure if I can read that. I guess I can try. Hell's bells, we're having a mighty sporting time of it. Hold fast, my intrepid fellow pranksmiths. We've merely nicked the mahogany of our japing chests. If I may direct the incisive ogle of your beagle puss to the wriggling region I might have to put my glasses back on for this. I have special eyes. To the wriggling regency of rubber bugs, plastic parasites, squirming serpents, pliable pests, and every such order of and phyla of creepy crawly. Land sakes alive, we're cooking with petrol now. It further exhibits we shall dwell on artifice useful to your exploits. Is your pappy's rod and reel handy? What about a bit of iron cord? It shouldn't prove elusive. Bring those writhing rascals to life and set the nerves of some old maid to the rakes of Hesperus. I feel like it should have been Hesperit? Hesperus? Do you have a bothersome aunt who never seems troubled to find ways with your sunny afternoons? A broad splintery fence, a bucket of whitewash, perhaps? By gum, you'll fix our wagon! And what of the tawny gent who puts his lackadaisical lean near the sarsaparilla font? You'll have that listless octoroon who find the spring in his step just yet! I read it, but you're not gonna. Fuck you, John. Fuck you, John. Anyway, take these back off. The door on the left leads to the kitchen, from which the smell of baking wafts a powerful aroma which could lift an especially portly hobo off his feet. The door on the right leads to the study where your dad spends a lot of time. He could be in either room. Where will you go? Apparently we're going to the study. It doesn't look like he's in here right now. Hey, a piano. Examine father's desk. On the desk is a deck of playing cards, one of your dad's pipes, the April issue of the Serious Jester magazine, and a stray catalog card. There is also a can of peanuts on the desk. Haha! Oh, Dad, you won't be falling for that one again anytime soon. A severe peanut allergy is a terrible affliction to cope with. Upgrade costume with hat from Hat Rack. You swap the magician's hat with the bowler hat. Your disguise is somewhat less funny, but a lot more distinguished looking. Your dad maintains numerous pipes around the household. A father without a pipe is like a strapping roughneck without a toothpick, that is to say. Here's a rather piss-poor excuse for a roughneck, if you ask me. You'd rather not take the pipe, though. The first one tastes bad enough as it is. How you suffer for your comedy. I wonder if my eyes are doing the thing. Yes! This will be perfect for expanding the space in your scylla. Ah! Okay, so now we have a flash, and I'm probably going to stop it at the flash and then check to see if this picked up anything I've said. I feel like just because, even though the microphone is like, just because it's that close to my face, it probably still didn't pick up half the shit I just spent the last 36.5 minutes saying. So, let's listen to that piano refrain, shall we? Pages including sound will be preceded by S in the command. Okay, so, that's probably a good stopping point. Let me, I've never known if this works. Hey, no, shut up, okay. Um, there we go. Okay, so now that all that shit's back, probably, I might as well wait until it's exactly 38 minutes, though.